Hi students, this is Viswanath, chemistry faculty for NEET and IIT exams. In last class we completed atomic structure. Now see the next chapter, equilibrium. This equilibrium weightage is more because from these three questions will come in NEET exam. So this chapter weightage is 12 marks. These three questions we can divide into two parts. So equilibrium is divided into two parts, chemical equilibrium and ionic equilibrium. From chemical equilibrium 2 questions, ionic equilibrium 1 question. So total 3 questions, chapter weightage 12 marks. So we have to prepare very carefully because in these different types of topics and related numericals are there. See that chemical equilibrium, what are the topics in chemical equilibrium? Definitions of equilibrium state, equilibrium mixture, dynamic equilibrium, and equilibrium in physical processes and examples, general characteristics of equilibria involving in physical process, equilibrium in chemical process and example, and law of chemical equilibrium and equilibrium constant. Say this from this to this, these 4 topics, just a theory part. We can read and we can get information by reading NCERT textbook for objective point of view. That means for competitive exams from this onwards, very important. Say this, law of chemical equilibrium and equilibrium constant, homogeneous and heterogeneous equilibria and examples. 7th one, characteristics of equilibrium constant. 8th one, applications of equilibrium constant. 9th topic, relation between equilibrium constant K, reaction coefficient Q and Gibbs energy G. Next, 10th one, numericals related to Kc, Kp and Kp equal to Kc RT whole power delta N. Next, last one is factors affecting equilibria. So in these factors affecting, we can learn about Le-Chatelier principle. What is that Le-Chatelier principle? What is the use of that principle in factors affecting equilibria? So if we see NCERT textbook, in that part 2, class 11 part 1 textbook up to page number 205, we can say that is chemical equilibrium. A remaining part is called ionic equilibrium. Now in chemical equilibrium, see this topic, law of chemical equilibrium and equilibrium constant. See this, law of chemical equilibrium, we are considering a general reaction AA plus BB gives rise to CC plus DD. It is a reversible reaction. Already we know that reversible reaction means reactants give products and products give back reactants in the same reaction. That type of reaction is called a reversible reaction. Equilibrium is obtained for reversible reactions only. For irreversible reactions, we cannot get equilibrium state. Okay. So this is general reaction representing equilibrium. Now for this equilibrium constant, Kc equal to concentrations of the products, product of concentrations of the products. These are products, these are reactants. Product of concentrations of the products raised to stoichiometric coefficients. For this stoichiometric coefficient C, for this D, divided by product of concentrations of the reactants raised to the powers stoichiometric coefficients A and B. So this value is constant. This is equilibrium constant. See the statement for law of chemical equilibrium. At a given temperature, the product of concentrations of products raised to respect to stoichiometric coefficient in the balanced chemical equation, that is this, divided by the product of concentrations of the reactants raised to their individual stoichiometric coefficients, has a constant value. This constant is called equilibrium constant. This is known as equilibrium law or law of chemical equilibrium. Okay, same expression in words we consider here, that is called law of chemical equilibrium or equilibrium law. That constant value is called equilibrium constant. Generally it is represented by Kc. Now see the examples. 4NH3 plus 5O2 gives rise to 4NO plus 6H2O For this equilibrium constant Kc equal to, these are products, these are reactants, product concentration divided by reactants concentration. Next, another example, H2 plus I2 gives rise to 2HI. This is react product, these are reactants. So for this is the equilibrium constant expression. Next, same reaction in a reverse manner we are considering. 2HI gives rise to H2 plus I2. Then we can say Kc dash, Kc prime, otherwise Kc prime or Kc dash. Kc prime equal to product concentration divided by reactant concentration. Same thing we can get by 1 by Kc. That means if we reverse this expression, we can get 1 by Kc. That 1 by Kc is equal to this one. So between Kc prime and Kc, relation is this one. Kc prime equal to 1 by Kc. Next, half H2 plus half I2 gives rise to Hi. Here Kc double prime. For this equilibrium constant expression is this one. Relation between this Kc double prime and Kc is, if we take square root for this expression, then we can get this one. So the relation between these two, Kc double prime equal to square root of Kc, that is Kc power 1 by 2. So Kc double prime equal to Kc power 1 by 2. In this way, based upon stoichiometric coefficients, equilibrium constant expressions will also be changed. See the general reaction, AA plus BB gives rise to Cc plus Dd. For this, let it be equilibrium constant Kc. Now consider the reverse reaction, then equilibrium constant Kc prime equal to 1 by Kc. Okay. Next, NaA plus Nb moles of B gives rise to Nc moles of C plus Nd moles of D. That equal to equilibrium constant for this reaction, Kc double prime equal to Kc whole power N. This is general representation. Now see the numerical related to this. At equilibrium, the concentrations of nitrogen, oxygen and NO means nitric oxide are given at 800 Kelvin. What will be the Kc for the reaction of formation of NO from K2 and O2? So equilibrium constant for the formation of NO. What are the reactants N2 and O2? We have to write the equation. Say this is the equation. N2 plus O2 gives rise to 2NO. For that Kc we should calculate. See the expression Kc equal to product concentration divided by reactants concentration. Substitute all the concentrations given in the question, then we can get Kc value, that is 0.622. Okay. See the next one. Now this equilibrium is classified into two types. So types of equilibrium, homogeneous and heterogeneous equilibrium. Homogeneous, see the definition. In this, all the reactants and products are in the same phase. All are present in gaseous state or liquid state or solution state. That type of equilibrium reaction is called homogeneous equilibrium. Example, N2 plus 3H2 gives rise to 2NH3. The physical states of reactants and products are mentioned in brackets. That means gas means we can use G, liquid means L, aqueous solution means AQ, solid means S. In this way, we can represent physical states of reactants and products by mentioning these symbols. So in this first one, all are gases. It is a homogeneous equilibrium. Here, aqueous solution. Liquid means it is also aqueous solution here also. So it is also homogeneous. Here also in the ionic form equation is given, all are in aqueous solution state. So this is also homogeneous equilibrium. Now equilibrium constant in gaseous systems. That means for a gaseous reaction, if we want to write equilibrium constant, there are two possibilities. Kc we can represent. Kc means equilibrium constant in terms of molar concentrations, and Kp equilibrium constant in terms of partial pressures of products and reactants. See this reaction, H2 plus I2. H2 plus I2 gives rise to 2Hi. For in this products and reactants, all are present in the gaseous state. For this equilibrium constant expression, Kp equal to partial pressure of Hi whole power 2 divided by partial pressure of H2 into partial pressure of I2. Here Kp is equilibrium constant in terms of partial pressures. Now Kp-Kc relation, say this, Kp equal to Kc into RT whole power delta N. Delta N means number of moles of gaseous products minus number of moles of gaseous reactants. Okay, see the multiple choice questions. At 527 degrees Celsius, the reaction given below has Kc equal to 4. See the reaction. NH3 gives rise to half N2 plus 3H2. That is given reaction. What is the Kp for the reaction? Another reaction is given. N2 plus 3H2 gives rise to 2NH3. For this reaction, we should find out Kp expression, Kp value. Okay. Now say this is given reaction. Kc equal to 4 already given. Now if we reverse this reaction, we can get this one. So for this equilibrium constant, consider Kc prime equal to 1 by Kc. Now next for this now consider this given required reaction. This is our required reaction. For this reaction, we should calculate Kc value. Kp value we want for this reaction. So N2 plus 3H2 gives rise to 2NH3. For this Kc expression, Kc double prime equal to Kc prime whole square. Then only we can get these two expressions become equal. So Kc prime means what is that? 1 by Kc. Here we substituted that one. Okay, Kc double prime equal to 1 by Kc whole square. Now we know the relation between Kp and Kc. Kp equal to Kc into RT whole power delta N. For this equation 3, delta N value minus 2. Okay, so Kc double prime means 1 by Kc whole square into R into temperature in Kelvin 800 into 800 whole power minus 2. Here Kc means 4. Substitute that value, then we can get this one. So 1 by 4 into 800 into R whole square. So what is the option? Option C is the answer for this. Okay. So writing equilibrium constant based upon stoichiometric equations, you should be very careful. Okay. Now see the next one. What is the unit of Kp for the reaction? This equation is given. For this Kp units we want, say this one, Kp equal to atmosphere whole power 3 divided by atmosphere whole power 5. Finally we can get atmosphere power minus 2. So what is the option for this? Option B is the answer. Okay, see the next one. Using molar concentrations, what is the unit of Kc for the reaction? This reaction is given. Kc units we want. Kc equal to molar concentrations of this into molar concentrations of this. So for this, let it be m. Here coefficient 2. So we can get m square. M into m square means m power 3 divided by m. So finally m square. Option B is the answer. Next. For the reaction CO plus Cl2 gives rise to CoCl2. The value of Kc by Kp is equal to. We know that Kp equal to Kc into RT whole power delta N. For the given reaction, calculate delta N value, that is minus 1. Substitute that, then finally we can get Kc by Kp equal to RT. So option B is the answer. We will meet in the next class.